What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, but I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. For this video, we're going to be speaking on a 2-year-old little boy that found his father's gun inside of a Paw Patrol backpack, pulled it out, and shot his own mother in the back of the head while she was on a conference call on Zoom. August 11th, 2021, a Seminole County detective in Florida responded to 486 Spanish Trace Drive in reference to a dead woman with a possible gunshot to the head. Arriving on scene, the detective was given a brief report by on-scene patrol officers stating they'd received a 911 call for a woman that was on a Zoom video conference call. She was on her desktop computer when she was seen falling backwards and off-screen. Co-workers on Zoom would call 911 when it became evident she wasn't going to respond and wasn't getting up. The call went out for a welfare check, and when officers arrived, they found a male performing CPR on the woman. He identified her as 21-year-old Shamaya Lynn, and she was pronounced dead shortly after. Viandre Avery identified himself as her 22-year-old boyfriend. Their children, an 11-month-old and a 2-year-old, were also present within the home. As the detective walked through the 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, second-floor apartment, he noticed no signs of forced entry, and other than the room where the body laid, the apartment showed no signs of struggle. One bedroom had 2 twin beds with baby shock sheets, while the other was shared by Shamaya and Viandre. She laid on the ground as the detective noticed the computer monitor was damaged, along with a bloody handgun on the nightstand and multiple firearms in plain view within the closet. One of the responding officers notified the detective when he first arrived on scene, he cleared the bloody handgun which ejected a spent shell casing. So someone had obviously fired the gun into the back of Shamaya's head, the bullet traveling through skull, brain, and exiting her head as it struck the computer monitor. A GSI test, short for gunshot residue, was performed on Viandre to test if he had any traces of evidence on him that would identify him as the shooter. Other detectives on scene would attempt to contact witnesses, but none could be located as Viandre was transported to the local police department for an interview. He said everything was normal between him and Shamaya. She'd ordered him a lift to his chiropractor appointment and another ride back home. When he arrived, his 2-year-old son, Viandre Jr., was at the door and told him that his head hurt. He noticed his son had a bump on it. He then walked to their bedroom to ask Shamaya what had happened when he noticed her slumped over in the computer chair. He tried speaking with her, but she was unresponsive as he noticed the excessive amount of blood on her face and head. He immediately called 911 with their phone as dispatchers instructed him on how to perform CPR. Viandre told detectives he noticed his Glock 43 9mm handgun laying on the bed on top of the sheets. He picked it up, moving it to the nightstand and away from his 2-year-old son's reach. That's when he took a closer look at the computer screen and pulled out the bullet that was lodged in it, handing it over to the first responding.
Shalom Akim. All praise and glory due to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, the honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and all the Akim out there that be pushing this truth with nothing but sincerity in the name of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So, you know what I mean? It just goes to show, man. Why was this fucking young Jake having guns, thinking he was all with the shit? It just goes to show our people, man. They're fucking dumb. People will see that, it was a tragic story, though. But it was more of the will of Yahweh, more of the will of the Lord. Because there's some people that ask, like, why do bad things happen? Well, get right with Yahweh Hashem Shai and shit, wouldn't happen to you like that. You gotta understand, Yahweh makes samples, man. Makes examples on people, man. Especially our people. If our people ain't doing something right, our people are gonna get it harder, though, due to the curses, and Amos 3 and 2. You gotta understand that shit, man. Our people need to get back to who they really are for shit like this won't happen. This is just another example, man. This ain't shit. People are feeling bad, poor baby, poor woman, this and this and that. That woman, she looked wicked, though, even though she had a boyfriend, whatever, and her boyfriend was worse. showing, guns and shit like that, man. Come on, man. You don't expect, what's it called? Don't be surprised like shit like this happened though, to our people because like Deuteronomy 11:27 says, um, "Cursed be ye if you don't follow the commandments, but blessed are ye if you." I'm paraphrasing. Curse are you if you don't follow the commandments, and blessed are ye if you do. So you can tell the way her eyelashes look, her hair painted, and then you had the nigga that had the gun, showing guns and shit. Probably caught a body or just had a lot of guns. And then to top it off too, what the fuck you doing? Hiding? You know what I mean? This is the nonsense of our people and shit. He had the gun in the little kid's backpack. Come on now, how stupid can you be, man? Had a gun inside the backpack of the little kid. He goes, just like what the hell? Even I read a comment saying though, like I read a comment saying that well, I would have had my gun in a safe lock or some shit like that. It's probably Edomite. Edomites love their guns, and that's the thing. What common sense is that? Like you leave your kid goes through his backpack. You don't think your kid was gonna go through that shit though? But that's just the way people are. So let me, a classic, Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. Thou shalt be no priest to me, saying thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will forget thy children. You see? Oh, 7. I get 7. As they were increased, so they sinned against me. Therefore I will change their glory into shame. Yeah, they were, looked like they were living it up in this world. They were partakers of this world. And they were all happy and, putting shit on Snapchat probably and the family pictures and shit like that though, man. And they thought it was all glory though, but Yahweh changed that shit into shame, man, because like they look at the woman that died, oh, it was a shame of her to die. But no. She was living glorious. So therefore, you know, she had to be gone. Because let me get a because the woman, man, the woman too, man, they make it go off and shit and what's it called? You go off because of the woman too. You see what I'm saying? So brothers gotta watch out who they yeah, because look at Proverbs 7:5. That they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flatter with her words. So, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta watch out, man, because got my woman, but like brothers gotta watch out with the women too, man, because the women be making you go off. Because think about it right now, man. Right now is the time. See, look at Proverbs. Slack real quick. Let me get this one. Keep my Proverbs 7:2. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thy eye. You see, but do you think they were leaving? Keeping Yahweh Shema Shai? Hell no. They were living it up in this world, man. They were partakers of this world. So therefore, it's simple, man. You keep the commandments, you're actually living. None of that. Oh, I'm living it up and shit in this world and shit like that, man. Because that's not the real living. Living is knowing the word and serving Yahweh Shema Shai. That's actual living, though. Oh, like I was saying too. Yeah, it's the time right now with the holidays are coming up, and the women and shit. They love the holidays and shit. They love to feel happy and things of the matter, man. They can't wait for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. You know how it is, man. When it's cold, man, the season is cold. Uh, I like when it's a little cold. I ain't gonna lie, but what I hate about when it gets cold, man, is the seasons, man. These stupid ass holidays. I fucking hate, man. I hate when the times of the holidays come around, man, because everyone wants to be happy and shit, and you knowing damn well that, hey, man, fucking wicked ass holidays are coming up and shit, so Therefore, you're in ways you get pissed because everyone wants to celebrate all this shit. You and your own family, your friends and shit, they want to be celebrating this fucking wicked ass holidays, and you know what I mean. And it's just like I remember last year, man. Or 2 years ago, man. I was like, yeah, I think it was 2 years or last year, if anything. Quite remember though, but I was catching hell because of these holidays, man. But I was just like, man, fuck, I can't be in the spirit of these fucking holidays. So I even told my woman too, man, like, don't expect me to be in the spirit of these so-called holidays. I bring them down to you and shit though. So therefore, you cannot get mad at me because I already told you how it is and what it is, and don't expect me to fucking be all in the spirit and shit though, man, because I'm not, you know. So that's the thing about I hate these holidays and shit. And like I said, these women, man, have you go off and shit though. Like, oh come on, let's go to the Halloween. Yeah, even Halloween coming up too. But Thanksgiving, or Christmas and shit, things like that matter. They want you to participate and shit with them on take Christmas pictures and you know what I mean, all that wicked ass, all that stupid ass shit, man. But you know, that's the bad thing about these cold season, man. These stupid ass holidays. So let me get Amos 5:4. For thus saith the Most High into the house of Israel, seek ye me, and ye shall live. See, and they look like they weren't even seeking Yahweh Shema Shai. They didn't look like they were seeking. They looked like they were just seeking into evilness, man. And that was it. Even because our people, man, they just want to live it up, man. They want to be like fucking their daddy Esau. Oh, they have this, they have that, And our people ain't the best role models either, man. Our people ain't the best fucking role models, man, because our people be going in and out of prison, selling drugs, being thugs, not giving a fuck, and shit like that, you know what I mean, though? So, we don't got the best examples and shit when it comes to it, though. Even Issachar parents, man, that come from Mexico and shit, they provide what they could provide, man, that's it, but, the dad, man, the Issachar dad, man, he's a real pride person, though, and he expects the best out of you all the time. But, everyone's parents is different. Everyone's dad is different. But, we still grow up in the hoods and the barrios and shit like that, man. So, it's kind of hard for us, to seek, Yahweh Shema Shai, because we live in these conditions. Because we got a lot of things on our plate. But once you get older, man, you realize this shit. Like, that's the spirit. Yahweh Shema Shai puts it on you. That, you know what, man, I'm done with this shit, man. Like, I want to do something else besides fucking this. And that's, what happened with me. So, our people don't seek Yahweh Shema Shai. Even if they do try to so-called seek him, they go to this Christian church or Catholic. Catholic is a fucking big joke anyways, too. And, but the Christians ones, you know what I mean? Because what our people want to do, especially our women, they want to feel good. They want to feel good and shit. But they don't even fucking read at all, man. They don't even read at all. So it's like, what the fuck, like, you're listening to this fucking pastor telling you this and that, though. But you can't even break down things, though. Fucking. And then that camp, though, we talked about, how come I never knew about Esau and Jacob? Our pastors from back then, they never talked about Esau or Jacob. You see what I'm saying? They never talked about it. They always avoided those stories, man. Revelation. Always avoided Revelation and shit. See what I mean, man? Okay, let me get Micah 7:6. For the son dishonors the father, the daughter raises up against her mother. The daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house. You see? Right now, we live in those times, man, where the kid, man, dishonors his father, his mom. It's always the mother-in-law against the daughter-in-law. It's always those type of shit right now, man. Those are the times we live in, man. Because the kids don't give a fuck about curfew. They dishonored, man. They don't give a fuck, man. They don't listen to their parents, man. That's why they're over here taking pictures of their guns and shit like that. And I could guarantee you that Jake, his father was never in the picture, because you could tell he has no structure. See what I'm saying? So, you know, we live in those times right now, man. Micah 7:6 though, because if they would have respected their parents, and look at the little boy. The little boy shot hit the mom. Even though he was a little boy, he shot the mom. Shit. Dishonored that little boy dishonored his own mom with that bullet. You see? But even though it was this, Yahweh Shema Shai used the left hand side, but still, that little boy shot his mom straight in the head, and that shit went through and hit the computer screen, man. These are the times that we're living in, man. So Israelite, man, Israel, Yasharallah, you need to wake up, man, because our people always been getting fucked up by Esau and within ourselves. So, hopefully this video was edifying, man. I just seen the story yesterday, and I just wanted to make a video today. So, our people, man, they're dumb, man. They're really, really fucking don't seek Yahweh Shema Shai, lack knowledge, don't respect the parents, and they they fucking do all this shit, man. Because remember, you gotta respect your parents, man, no matter what. Let me get last precept right here. Ephesians 6:1, 6:2. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. You see? Gotta honor them, man. Not like these wild ass fucking kids, man, nowadays. So with that, Shalom.